in these days of fall, it's really kind of cool and rainy to go out in the garden, but we're in our houses more and want that to be so beautiful. We have some great ideas. I'm at Cornell Farm with Deb, and Deb, you have some lovely things to kind of make our houses just a little bit more attractive this time of year.
Oh yeah, this stuff that can take you from the holidays all the way through winter if you'd like. Yeah.
And you know, really roses are in their glory now too, because they're making their seed pods or their hips, and this is just a beautiful wreath made out of rose hips.
Yes, and you can take this wreath, set it on the table after you've had it hanging for a while, and create a centerpiece with it, with candles or whatever is the seasonal ornaments, whatever you like.
And you know, there's another really unusual idea using air plants in a wreath.
Yeah, so take like any twig wreath or any kind of wreath form you can find, it doesn't even probably have to be round, and just hang it up on the wall and just stick the air plants in. It's just so easy, and you'll see how wonderful you can create this lovely look.
It's really a sculpture. It's very cool.
Yeah.
And what about more traditional, really colorful flowers for indoors?
Well, there's a lot of different choices. We picked a few. I'll start at the top here.
Okay.
You know, everyone knows about orchids. I mean, they just last and last and last, and there's so many colors.
Look at that.
You know, what matches your house? What mood are you in? You know, so the orchids are beautiful. These are the Phalaenopsis type, very easy, very long lasting.
Maybe water once a week, bright light, as much bright light as you can give them, and they'll last a long time.
Yeah, I have mine in a north window. I mean, 5 months. 5 months, it's in bloom.
That is beautiful.
Yeah.
And what about this? This is so beautiful, and it's just really a texture and a foliage.
Lemon cypress. This is a cute one with the double form, the double ball on there, and you can just trim it, you know, your own little private topiary once in a while, go in there and trim it up. But it's very bright. I would put this in a lot of light though. Could even take direct light indoors, and that would be good. It's extremely hardy. You could even put this outdoors.
Nice, that is nice. And what about this, that bright orange for the fall?
Yes, bright orange, lovely. You can get, I'm sure everyone's familiar with kalanchoes. This happens to be the double kalanchoe.
It's gorgeous.
And so it's kind of a rosebud look. It's just beautiful. It opens just so slowly and just stays on, and then when the initial bloom goes past, just snip off the stem, the flower stem, and then you will have more as long as you have good light.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
And really, this can go from Halloween into Thanksgiving, your table then.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Pretty.
Definitely. Yep, and it's a succulent, so it's very drought tolerant, so you don't have to worry about watering it all the time. So when you're really busy.
Exactly, exactly. And what about down here, the purple flower?
Okay, well, everyone knows African violets, and they are, you know, shades of many different colors. So accent a room, great in a bathroom, low light. And again, you know, a little drought tolerant, so don't overwater. And then
those
polka
are so
dots.
pretty.
The polka dot plants, we have the white and we have the red showing here. And they spread. They're just lovely little plants. You can use them as part of an arrangement. Put them around the base of something, like maybe even this bromeliad over here.
Oh, look
you could
at
pair
that.
those two together and have a really stunning little centerpiece.
And again, just that bright color spot on an accent table or in your dining room or kitchen table.
Right. Somewhere where you're going to be, and you can just appreciate living things still alive with you in the house.
And what about this? This is so pretty, and it's a bulb.
Yes, paper whites. If you haven't had paper whites, you should definitely get paper whites, especially if you have children, because it's instant gratification. Well, 6 weeks, okay? You plant it in soil, and it comes up and blooms in a very short amount of time. It's very fragrant. Some people are overpowered by the fragrance.
It just depends.
So maybe instead of putting it indoors, plant it in the planter right out your front door.
Sure.
So when you're walking in, it's a little more subtle, but you still have this wonderful fragrance when you walk in the door.
And it is a teaching thing with kids. It's a great project because they can kind of see it all develop. Sometimes in the springtime, we're not out to see those tulips or other kind of spring bulbs develop. So that's really kind of fun for a project.
Oh yeah, and outdoors, they last and last and last. They're very slow to open and hold their bloom.
Deb, I see that you have a white cyclamen down there, and that's really beautiful for this time.
Oh yeah, cyclamen are very traditional for cool weather. They are fantastic, very long blooming, especially if you can keep them in a cool area. They have moderate light is good, not too dark. You can also put them on your covered front porch, bloom and hold forever, unless it's a really hard freeze.
And they come in a lot of colors. They come in reds and pinks, magentas, really and the foliage is so pretty because it's silver and green.
Yeah, yeah, it's a fantastic plant that just pops up and keeps blooming. You can have it all winter.
And you kind of touched on the bromeliad, and we have a couple of them here.
Yes. So the tall one over here can grow, or excuse me, will have color for almost 6 months.
Wow.
It's a really long blast of color, and they come in different colors, reds, yellows, oranges, and pinks. So there's a lot of choice there too. And that one, which should probably have good light.
Okay.
Yeah.
And just kind of evenly moist?
Yes, evenly moist, exactly. Right.
And these more flatter versions of a bromeliad?
Yeah, this is a really interesting plant. It wouldn't even dawn on me that they're the same family, but this is also a bromeliad. The centerpiece here becomes a bloom, and basically, except for the bloom, you have this very interesting, I think it's called
Starfish plant, something
yes.
like that. Very cool.
Very interesting plant to keep around for moderate light again and low water.
That's
low
nice.
water.
Because we're all time sensitive here.
Yes, exactly.
And here you have something that's almost like a little pet.
Exactly, something to pet in the winter. This is a kalanchoe, and I believe it's Kalanchoe tomentosa or teddy bear.
So cute.
And it's got these little teeny brown tips, but it's just the fuzziest thing, and it's a, I don't know, a person to me almost, because it's so soft.
It's like a pet you don't have to walk.
Yes, exactly. And it's succulent. So again, dry.
Very nice.
So yeah, and again, moderate light would be fine for this.
Well, you know, we're all going to be indoors these next few months, and so there's so much color here to enjoy, just not now, but really the next several months. So come on out to Cornell Farm and talk to Deb and her staff and really get inspired to make it beautiful in your home. Well, thank you so much.
And keep your house living.
Definitely.